Welcome to the DC Animated Movie Show, a YouTube series and podcast for the prestigious, ongoing catalog of DC animated movies. I am your host, Benjamin David, and today we have a very special guest. Say hello, Eli.
Hello, Eli.
Hey. Eli is my close friend, co-host, and Beyond expert on our Above and Batman Beyond podcast here on the channel. Above is our pretty shway show all about the futuristic Bat Beyond. But today, Eli, instead of traveling to the Bat future, we travel to the Bat past of the 1970s.
Yes.
And that is for Batman Soul the Dragon. Oh, how pumped are you for this one?
I'm excited.
Oh my God. This is honestly, we talked about this several times. Already easily, I mean, for a guy who has a DC animated movie show, like already one of my favorites.
It's definitely up there for me.
Holy, I can't wait for this.
It makes my top 5.
Nice. So today we will be doing our audio-video commentary of Soul the Dragon. Again, the newest of DC animated movies from WB Animation. So the full commentary will once again be on our DC Animated Movie Show podcast, and vid clips will be right here on the YouTube channel. Again, that's Above and Batman Beyond. So please consider subscribing to the channel for even more clips of the commentary. So we'll be doing more like the midweek pod clips that we've been doing for Return of the Joker. Now we got Soul the Dragon clips, baby. So if you don't already, please subscribe to the podcast. You can find the show on Apple, Spotify, wherever you listen to podcasts. And we are DC Animated Movie Show. Check out our previous Soul the Dragon coverage. We've done a bunch of stuff so far. Videos, podcasts. You can find my review of the film right here on YouTube, as well as a bunch of other Soul vids that I just mentioned. And the audio version is available on our DCAM podcast as well. All right, guys, hop into your smoke-filled time machines and wind that baby back to the 1970s for our Batman Soul the Dragon commentary track again.
Right.
Oh, super pumped.
Can't wait.
All right, so 3, 2, 1, play. Oh, dude, pound it out.
I love that.
Yeah, so the DC symbol, right? It's all 70s?
Love that.
If you're new here, then please consider subscribing to the channel and click the notification bell so you don't miss any of our new content. Stay tuned for the ongoing DC Animated Movie Show right here on Above and Batman Beyond. Oops, didn't put it on mute. Broke our own rules, Eli. I don't think I put on subtitles. Man, I suck at this. But, dude, come on. He comes out of the elevator dressed. How Batman 66 was that?
The jumpsuit and everything.
This is ready to go.
Dude, the sideburns in this movie.
Yes!
It's probably my favorite thing.
Yo, so Chops, I think I was telling you, early 2000s, Chops came back for a little bit.
A little bit.
The 70s came back. Kids in my school, white or black, they had afros. It was really funny. Like a lot of the 70s stuff, aviators. Dude, he's eating an apple. Like the little comedic details.
He's just so cool.
He's so damn cool. That's a big thing about the 70s too, is like we talked about this before, that a lot of like the hippie movement of the 60s and the flower power and the style, let's say, of the 60s didn't really come about until late 60s.
Right.
Before that, it was kind of more 50s looking, like we would think of the 50s, were straight laced suits. So the coolness really came about in the 70s, and just the sideburns. Yo, so this right here is one of the best ways to ever start a fight. Throw an apple at a dude's head.
He's just so nonchalant about the whole thing.
He's still got the apple in his mouth. Just, yeah, I'm going to kick ass. I don't want to get rid of my apple. I'm hungry. It was one of my favorite parts when I was editing like our first video. Dude, this Hassan,
That's just...
come on.
This whole sequence. The parachute.
This is, and by the way, speaking of James Bond, this is every James Bond movie has a cold open, and the music right here, since it's mute, it's like the exact. And his line here, Dragon, Richard Dragon. I love how these girls too, like that wasn't his escape plan. These girls are like, NDR, like who the hell is this guy? Just makes it that much funnier.
It's great. It was such a good opening, and it's so interesting that, again, and we'll probably touch on this a lot, this is so not a Batman movie. It's such just an ensemble piece. Mm-hmm. The movie didn't even open with Bruce.
No,
it's so interesting.
And I think that goes back to what we're going to talk about a lot, is like, it's really Richard Dragon's movie. Like if you had to choose whose movie it is out of the ensemble, as much of an equal ensemble as it is. It's really Richard Dragon's. Like, it opens with him, even though, again, it's a Bond movie, so you got to open with. But I like that this whole adventure, and again, the spoilers throughout. So like, it's all kicked off. That picture was the picture of the gate that they end up going to at the end.
Right.
So all of the investigation begins with the only reason Batman gets involved is because Richard Dragon brings him in. Mm-hmm. So it's like the road movie begins with Richard Dragon, and then he picks up, executive producer Michael Uslan, who does all these.
Written by Jeremy Adams.
Who's my new hero of writing. Oh my God. So he's going to write. Jeremy Adams wrote this movie, directed by Sam Liu, who does a lot of these movies. And Jeremy Adams wrote the Mortal Kombat movie. I talked about this in my review, how it's like perfect.
Which you showed me. It was good.
Right? Yeah. You saw some of that MK movie, which had no business being that good, but it was. So that came out 2020. That was one of another WB animation joint. And then he's also writing the Justice Society World War II movie coming up.
Which I'm really excited for.
Oh, I just love how DC's doing all these period pieces. Yo, how sick is this dude, Schlaugenfaust?
Okay, so the one who's blind.
Yes.
I believe that's Bane's father.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
We don't mention that in the movie.
Interesting.
But in his comic book counterpart, I believe that's Bane's father.
Wow.
I'm about 90% sure.
Which is kind of cool, because if this is the 70s, then if Bane comes out in the 90s when he, like with Nightfall, that would track actually age-wise. If you're new here, consider subscribing to the channel and share this video with other Bat fans beyond who would also like this kind of content. In addition to this new clip-style series you saw today, we also have a bunch of interviews here on the channel with cast and crew from Batman Beyond, including both Batmen of the future, Kevin Conroy and Will Friedle. So make sure to stay tuned to the channel for more interview content as well.